Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Terry from MMS CBHQ. Just putting out a video. It's been a while since I did anything, and I wanted to kind of show you the bench, test equipment, stuff like that. Obviously a bunch of junk too. But I wanted to show you some of the stock. I think I am probably the best stocked CB radio station store in Canada, possibly Ontario. But anyways, just wanted to do this short video to show everybody what I do have. And I also wanted to do a little bit of a question and answer thing with folks. I have got some flack. Let me turn this down. I have got some flack about pricing. I try to keep out of the US stuff. I've tried to make it so that the Facebook doesn't show up on US. But let me give it to you in a breakdown. For all the people that just want to come on here and whine and complain about stuff. So when you buy a product in the US, if you're from Canada, and you have to import it into Canada, you have to pay the exchange rate. The exchange rate is usually about close to 40%. Then, following that, you have to pay duty. Then you have to pay HST, which is our harmonized sales tax, thanks to our good old government, on the duty. Then you have to pay HST, harmonized sales tax, on the whole product. So, by the time you add this all up, this is just cost getting it in the door. And I've came up with what I call a round figure, which seems to be pretty accurate for estimating cost. Just dealer cost, my cost. Is if I take US cost, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what the dollar is, $2.50, $8.50, whatever it is, and times it by 1.9, that gets it in my door at cost. Then I have to at least make a little bit on it, and I don't make a lot on radios. So it frustrates me that I get US guys coming on here saying pricing is just ridiculous, it's crazy and everything else, but you just don't understand the difference in currencies and what it costs to get this stuff over here. I even had one guy from Manitoba. Obviously he's an idiot, but he should know better. I mean, in Canada, it doesn't matter whether it's Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, whatever. I mean, taxes are up and down all over the place. Quebec is actually worse, but the fact is the matter that it costs that much to bring this stuff in. And in my past, I always thought CBers kind of hung together as a group, and everyone kind of supported each other and understood. So I hope this is not a put-down video, but an informative video to some people that will think, well, Jesus, if I see a radio that's $239 in the US and it's $599 in Canada, then all of a sudden you'll sit there and go, oh, well, that's because there's 40% exchange rate, and there's duty, and there's brokerage fees, and then there's taxes, and all this stuff that I have to pay to get that over here, and then to try to make a little bit of a profit. So, again, not trying to be unruly or anything else like that, but just trying to state a fact that people will hopefully try to understand a little bit, that I do not sell to the U.S. My market is not in the U.S., and I have no intentions on selling into the U.S. because it is just a pain. to sell into the U.S. It never used to be, but it is now. And either way, I wouldn't even consider it. So I sell Canada-wide, Canada only, the provinces of Canada. And that is Canadian pricing. I think I've explained it. I hope I've explained it. I'm not trying to rip anybody off. Prices aren't overly inflated or anything else like that. It's just what it is, what it costs to get it over here. And what I'm trying to do is bring product over here that normally isn't available here. None of these radios are available here. You have to order them in. And if you personally decide you want to order something in, say from Walcott or wherever, there's tons of places in the U.S. that you can order it in from, you're going to have to pay the exact same fees that I'm talking about. Only yours will be more expensive because I get a break because I'm business. So anyways, everybody, I want you to all have a good day. I mean no harm to no one. I am just a CB retailer into it because I enjoy it. I love fiddling with this stuff. I love selling it. I love dealing with the customers. I love all that stuff. And I think that most people that I deal with feel the same way, that they enjoy dealing with me, with the products that I have. Again, I think I'm probably one of the largest stocked radio suppliers out there in Canada. So, and that's about it for today. It was a little bit of a rant, I guess. But either way, I hope you all understand. Just so you know, I have brought Lewiton radios in now, so they are available, and I invite everybody to go onto the website, which is mmsenterprises.ca, and that takes you to the website. The website's great, very well designed, very sleek. Again, only available in Canada, but I mean anybody can look at it. So, and subscribe if you wish. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Anything to support is great. I mean no harm to anybody, and just trying to bring the CB community together. Canada's been lacking for a number of years, so let's do it together. Anyways, everybody take care, and happy Mother's Day weekend.